Hello, everyone. Welcome to Anointed Lady TV, the home of news and politics. If it is your first time in this channel, you are highly welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. And if you like what we do on this channel, hit on the subscribe button. Also put on the notification bell so you'll be notified by YouTube anytime we drop a new video. And if you are returning subscribers, thank you very much for always coming back to watch our videos. On this platform, we drop videos every day and we react to every video that come our way. And on this very video, I will be watching with you. And after watching, let's go to the comment section and drop our opinion constructively. Like our videos and also share our videos if possible. See you next time in my next video.
Speculations that the Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, is plotting ways to save the suspended Deputy Commissioner of Police in charge of Intelligence Response Team, Abba Kyari, from facing criminal prosecution for the alleged money laundering have continued to swell. The former Super Cop was suspended last July and he is presently wanted in the United States for an alleged involvement in a $1.1 million scam alongside the internet fraudster Ramon Abbas, also known as Hush Puppy. Abba Kyari is also facing 8 counts of conspiracy, obstruction and dealing in cocaine and other related offences at the Federal High Court, Abuja. He is currently wanted in the US to stand trial for conspiracy to commit wire fraud, money laundering and identity theft. Abubakar Malami had earlier okayed a request for DCP Kyari to be extradited to the United States of America to face trial over his alleged involvement with Hush Puppy. Weeks after the money laundering allegations were laid against Kyari, and an investigative panel was set up to probe him after he was alleged of receiving 33 proceeds of crime. The Minister of Justice had stated that there was no evidence to show that money was laundered by the former Super Cop. The AGF had affirmed in January that the investigations carried out by the Special Investigation Panel held by late Deputy Inspector General of Police Joseph Ebunike, set up to probe Mr. Kyari's alleged links to Hush Puppy, had indicated the former IRT commander for money laundering. He had also advised the Inspector General of Police Usman Baba to further investigation, stating that the prima facie case of money laundering had been established against Abba Kyari. That the exists prima facie case of conspiracy, collaboration, receipt, conversion, transfer or retention of proceeds by unlawful activities contrary to the provision of sections 15, 17 and 18 of Money Laundering Act 2004 and section 17 of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission Act, Cap E, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004 against DCP Abba Kyari and other suspects in view of the overwhelming evidence showing the nature of his disguised financial transactions and activities with Abbas Hush Puppy, Efe Martins, Usman Ibrahim Raziri, Shikuru Adekoya, Husani Allah, and Sharon Festus, who are all confirmed members of an international internet fraud network. The Minister of Justice, in a letter dated 4th of February 2022, written by his Director of Public Prosecution, Abubakar Mohammed, seemingly contradicted himself as he sought to exonerate the embattled police officer after stating there's no link between Abba Kyari and Hush Puppy. I am directed to inform you that after a careful study of the said response, wherein you stated that the monies have been traced to Zenith Bank account number 2255416115 belonging to Usman Ibrahim Raziri, Guarantee Trust Bank account number 0130665392 belonging to Adekoya Shikuru, Zenith Bank account number 2080537566 belonging to Hussein Allah, and other funds went to Sharon Festus. The monies were withdrawn and utilized by the aforementioned account holders and the lady. It is our view that the above response has not linked the suspect DCP Abba Kyari to the offense of money laundering, as the evidence contained in the case diary is not sufficient to indicate or show that the said monies were laundered directly or indirectly by Kyari to disguise their origin, More so, the aforementioned recipients or receivers exonerated him in their statements as having nothing to do with the monies. But the AGF's office has been swift in its pushback of reports it is trying to protect Mr. Kyari. A statement by Mr. Malami's media aide, Umar Gwandu, suggests his boss' position had been misunderstood. It was a case of work in progress, in respect of which the Office of the Attorney General of the Federation requested for further probe in relation to some aspects of the investigation. The Office of the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice stands is that no conclusion has been reached in the direction of the absence of evidence relating to the first report. The issues were raised for further investigation with view to cover the field in the investigation in order to arrive at an informed decision. Also, the DPP stated that the ministry did not say there was no evidence of money laundering against Kyari, but that the police failed to probe the gap identified in their investigation. We said in the absence of the evidence, further investigation is needed and they should go ahead to try him on the administrative offences they have identified. We said they should establish linkages, the money trail. Instead of them to go and investigate further the gaps we identified, they didn't. They just wrote back to say, check paragraphs so and so. We are saying no, these paragraphs did not sufficiently establish the things we say you should establish. In the midst of all this, Mr. Kyari's brother was indicted. A sum of 279.120 million naira was said to have been sent to his bank account at various times from the cybercrime syndicate members, but the panel has failed to invite him for interrogation. More revelations have come into the limelight as the embattled suspended Deputy Commissioner of Police, Abba Kyari, has yet again been fingered in an allegation over the disappearance of 3 persons leveled against his former police unit. It was reported that the missing persons, Danjuma Yakubu, Ibrahim Daniel, and Choji Dung, were arrested in 2019 by the operatives of the Inspector General of Police Intelligence Response Team, which was led by Mr. Kyari. The Independent Investigative Panel on Human Rights Violations by the defunct Special Anti-Robbery Squad and other units of the Nigerian Police Force sitting in Abuja ordered the Nigerian Drug Law Enforcement Agency to produce suspended Deputy Commissioner of Police DCP Abba Kyari before the panel on March 22nd. Family members who petitioned the panel over the alleged disappearance of the 3 men said they had not seen the victims since their arrest by the IGP IRT in Adamawa, Gombe and Plateau State in December 2019. The panel had earlier on Tuesday, March 8, 2022, ordered the police to produce the 3 men on Friday, March 11, 2022. At last Friday's hearing, the police lawyer, James Idachaba, told the panel he had not been able to get the details of their whereabouts. Mr. Idachaba, in a bid to locate the victims, said he was at the Force Criminal Investigation Department to track their records when the Deputy Inspector General of Police, Joseph Ebunike, died, so he could not get any information. He added that the IGP IRT that allegedly arrested the victims had been disbanded, further compounding the search for the victims. We have not been able to get details as to the whereabouts of the 3 allegedly detained persons. We all know that the IRT itself has been disbanded and we don't know which of the locations these detainees are if they are in custody. Mr. Idachaba added that a member of his team, Malik Taiwo, had also checked the IRT's previous detention facilities and could not find any of the 3 detained persons. On that basis, the panel ordered the chairman of the NDLEA, in whose custody Mr. Kyari is, to produce him on March 22nd. Mr. Aikpokpo Martins, who acted as the panel's chair, gave the order. Mr. Kyari is also linked to a case of alleged money laundering and also standing trial in a drug offense. The suspended DCP, who headed the intelligence response team, was famously known as the Super Cop for his crime-busting achievements. If all these allegations leveled against him prove to be true, it will be a sad story of a good man gone terribly bad, as his name and efforts will be irretrievably tarnished and the image of the Nigeria police further smashed.